Second quarter from the Western Oval. Footscray having the breeze and already leading by 3 points. Wind against Salmon. Alessio is on the bench. Buick. Didn't see too much of Darren Buick in the first quarter. Attempted punch away by Simons, not successful. Liberatore, who was reported in the first quarter, nearly threw that one out. Nothing for it from the umpire. Hills, good hand pass. Buick. Now a chance for the Bombers. O'Donnell from Rossetti. Rossetti having 37 possessions last week. Plain, a real goal snag. Kicked a great goal in the first quarter. It was very busy last week in Sydney. Ellen drops the ball. No free kick. Tui gets himself up. Dusts himself down.
I think the crowd calling for a free kick to Plain there. He handballed it out in front of himself and was brought to the ground by Tui.
Tui came off the worst for wear. Wind to Liberatore. Good tackle, but no, he couldn't tackle the Hills Liberatore. Hawkins. Well, geez, look at that towering kick with the breeze. Salmon bounces off his chest. Grant, opportunity. Beats Buick. Gathers it well. Is that a free kick?
Threw it out in front of him, surely. Free kick to Buick.
I tell you what, the fans scream, Peter, because there's no consistency. They scream down one end for Plain when he handballed it out in front of himself, and now Grant does it, or Wallace does it.
Well, Grant was a player in question, Robbo, but something must have happened off the ball for Steve Wallace to get the free kick.
I didn't see that, I must admit. Wallace's kick to the square. Now Mercury to O'Donnell. Originally came from Grenvold. Back to Harvey. Good duel he's having with Grant at the moment. And kicks to centre wing. Wallace again, former captain. 4 years ago now. 4 years ago, 1989 he did the side. Reynolds calling for it, so too is Hunter. Wine has the height, should mark. Now, it would have been a free kick against Pickett anyway, you would suggest. And drags him down. Gee, that could have been almost 50.
Good umpiring there, I thought.
A little bit more lenient this week, I think they are, Robbo, the umpires, with that rule.
Hawkins, oldest player in the competition. The half forward, and Rossetti takes the mark.
Mercedes kick wide, out near the players' race, just down in front of the commentary area. Bradley Plain, boundary throw and will take place. 5-1 plays 4-4 early in the second quarter. Sexton is now on the ground for Footscray. Mansfield having a spell on the bench, and players struggling there to try and get the ball clear.
I just noticed Bernard Tui called for the physio and come out and have a look at the, well, maybe around the hip area. He's in a bit of trouble anyway.
Yes, he went down pretty heavily on that opposite side of the ground. The kick by Kellett in towards half forward. Grenvold gets rid of Stanfield. Back goes Thompson, beautifully tackled and effectively tackled. Tap on was suspect by Salmon for Harvey. Mercury on the end of it. Kicks it wide for Buick. Buick and Stephen Wallace. Buick with the pace, but Wallace with the persistency. Forces Buick to kick with the left foot. Kick it, can't mark. Recovers quite nicely, but then he's kicked too high there for Plain.
He's trouble.
Tui couldn't mark. Plain, the crumb gatherer. Handball over the top. Essendon goal for Shaw through Hurd. Footscray fans not too happy.
It was a little bit late.
Well, I think maybe they could have been appealing for that mark to be paid out there to Bernard Tui, Bernie.
Well, there was no mark, Robbo. That's not in question. I don't think he held the ball, controlled the ball. Definitely, he didn't control it long enough. Let's have a look again. Here's Tui. Just going back, there's no mark there. No way it could have been paid, and I don't think there was a free kick there. So he was always going to be in trouble if he dropped that mark, because Plain was able to retain his feet, of course, and hand pass it over the top.
A valuable goal for Essendon against the breeze. Salmon taps it down. West hacks it out of the air. Rossetti two-fists it away. Chance for West again. Support from Cameron. Around Mercury. Wallace underneath it. Buick backs up well. Doesn't get the bounce he wanted. Ridley, one-hander. Slow to get rid of it. And a free kick for the offence that you detected, Bernie. Sexton to take the free at right half forward. On the lead, Collingwood. Good punch away by Thompson. It rebounds to the Footscray player. A high kick into the forward pocket. Essendon have the numbers through Salmon and Harvey. And the ball over the boundary line in front of Wanganeen for a throw-in 15 metres from the behind post. So Salmon with that shoulder strap. The injured, of course, in the Foster's Cup. As the ruck deals with Stanfield. Grenvold. And it rebounds off Collingwood's midriff. And Essendon gaining about 3 or 4 metres. He'll be in the second quarter. Come back by Essendon. They're now in the lead by 3 points, but Footscray with the breeze. Decisive turn. Renbold. Cameron at the back. Good use of the body. Hunter's kick. Delray. No mark taken. Slap further forward. Collinyuk offloaded as he kicked. Masiti. Grant beats them all. Delray tries to keep it in. I think it had gone through. It had. So one behind. Put that down as rushed, I think, Robbo.
I concur wholeheartedly. Alessio and Spawn on the bench there for Essendon. And Quill yet to take his place on the field for Footscray on the bench with Mansfield. As Essendon get the ball clear from full back. It's Mercury. They kick in towards the centre of the ground. Chris Danaher quite nicely in the finish to Simons. Simons kick to half forward. Hurd, it came off his foot. Good gather. Delaney, who's quick. Reynolds, who's even quicker. Hurd, hand pass. Plain, kick it quick. Bradley goes for goal, kicks it too quickly. And it's still in the field of play. Reynolds has it now for Footscray. A kick out towards half back. The mark is taken out there by Wallace. Stephen Wallace, very effective player for Footscray over a long period of time. Kick towards the wing area. And the Essendon player just getting up a little bit too early there, I feel. And he's being penalised. The free kick to Grant. Grant for Footscray. Essendon lead 5-4 to 5-2. Ball in dispute. West, who's pretty quick. Some real good stuff there from two youngsters, Mercury and West. And the ball forced over for a boundary throw-in in the left forward pocket for Footscray. Ruckman. Stanfield. Now it comes to Masiti. Masiti's short kick is effective. The mark is taken by Harvey. Masiti running pretty well, but Liberatore spots him and goes with him. Harvey high out towards half back. Buick tries to tap it to his own advantage, but a free kick has been picked out. It may be going to Essendon, is it? Yes. To be taken by Cransberg.
Cransberg at left half back. Gone for the hand pass. Masiti.
Oh.
Gee, did they gain anything from that? You'd have to ask. Probably come up losing the football.
Well, the first hand pass, Peter, was absolutely to no advantage at all to the Essendon teammate. Coming from Cransberg.
Some idiot threw a can and that nearly collected Liberatore. Pretty sensible stuff, that. Salmon in front. Oh, too poor.
I think to force the ball forward from there, they've got to take a few risks. They're just kicking it to a pack is useless.
Well, I think going both ways, Robbo, even with the wind, I think you need to run the ball down because it's no use just blazing away.
Yeah,
and
if you bomb away, you can be wasted.
Mark.
That's right, yep.
Reynolds. Right underneath the coach's box on the outer side. Short pass. Buick. Too tall for Wallace. Collinyuk. Kick from a standing start, or Salmon went up one-handed. Stanfield. Bradbury not in possession. Nothing for that. West. Opportunity. Now it's with Grant. Oh, well caught by Simons. That's holding the ball. The advantage rule is paid to Essendon, and the Bombers will come away with this. Hills from half-back, long, down towards left half-forward. Plain, did he push? He did. Free kick, Footscray.
They made a change there too. Hunter's picking up Plain.
Hunter takes the kick. Ellen. No one standing the mark, so he can go. Could have gone a little bit further. Now down to half-forward. Didn't pick out Salmon that time. And Essendon, with plenty of players at the fall of the ball, at centre half-back, able to tie it up once more. 16.5 minutes left in this term. Footscray not handling the breeze as well as they did going against it.
Ruckman contesting. Stanfield and Salmon. Grenvold over the top. Taken by Masiti. Wanganeen caught. His recovery was very good. Handball for Kickett was also very good. Kickett's kick. Out into the path of Buick. Plain, Hunter. Hunter keeps his footing very nicely. Well done, Mark Hunter. And he kicks it back to centre half forward. Nearly a mark there to Stanfield. Kicked away by West. Mark taken by Del Rey.
Too much height there for Wanganeen, Danny Del Rey.
Too much bulk.
Wanganeen 180 centimetres and Danny Del Rey 188. There's a marking replay, just use of the body, and too much upper body strength for him.
And Del Rey kicks his second goal. So Del Rey and Scott West have both kicked 2 for Footscray. James Hurd has kicked 2 for Essendon, and Footscray lead 38-34.
I really cannot see the sense of playing Gavin Wanganeen at full back, a player of his size. He just hasn't got the physical strength to go with Danny Del Rey. He's better suited, of course, I think, to the back pocket, half-back flank area, or maybe on the ball.
Danny Del Rey getting his second goal, joining Scott West as the leading goal kicker so far with 2 for Footscray. Salmon and Wind. And still to be one out of the centre. No one can take a clean possession. Ellen. Missed opportunity. Likewise Thompson. Atkins. Haven't seen too much of him today. Now a chance. Colin. Wallace offloaded and he's hurt.
Good play, Buick.
Thompson. Down to half forward. Taken by Hurd.
There he is again, Robbo. He's very impressive, James Hurd.
Yep.
Kick it, or Kranzberg. They could have raffled that one. Derek kick it, maybe against the breeze, too far out to score. What can he do with this? He's going close. Touched. Klein had to go for it. Hunter was right there with him. And so one behind. And Steve Wallace, one of the veterans in the Footscray side, still in the hands of the trainers, landed heavily, maybe on the knee or the thigh. See what happened here.
Was coming from that smother. He may have even kicked the leg of the Essendon player as he came through.
Back live, Salmon takes the mark almost at midfield. Hills back to Mercury, who gave the hand pass in the first place. Kranzberg and Reynolds. Kranzberg first to recover, onto the left foot. Snapshot is good. Great goal. Well, Peter Kranzberg, originally from East Perth, played only 3 games last year, but very keen to impress today, and has kicked a delightful goal.
Well, ordinary hand pass there from Paul Salmon, putting the Essendon players under a little bit of pressure, but Mercury, another one of the young Essendon players who's very impressive in his display, and Kranzberg. Mercury, in fact, has had 7 kicks and 3 hand passes.
It was a great kick by Kranzberg to get Essendon's 6th goal. They lead by 3 points. Chance for Chris Danaher, pushed in the back, and will take the free kick, and it's against Atkins. And you mentioned, Peter, we haven't seen much of Simon Atkins. He's had 1 kick and 1 hand pass.
Unbelievable for him.
Well, it might be Chris Danaher's expert work at just manning up there.
Yes, he's done a good job, hasn't he? He hasn't let Atkins get out of his sight at all.
Salmon's kick into short. It's been marked very nicely by Kellett, looking to play on.
Wallace coming off, and Peter Quill on for Footscray.
And well done, Kellett. He's taken that ball away. 3 bounces. Simon's nearly got him. He's kicking towards half forward, punched away by Ridley. Goes wide out of the path of Danaher. Atkins made it difficult for him, and the ball spills for Colin. Colin-Uke's high kick in towards centre half forward. Wanganeen can't take the mark, but Liberatore thrumming beautifully. Stanfield away for Sexton. Sexton's high kick off the side of his boot. No control there by Ben Sexton, and it's over on the full, so the free kick to be taken for Essendon. Back there by Kickett. Short kick, mark taken by Masiti.
Masiti, 30 possessions last week against Sydney. Salmon up from behind, couldn't take the mark. O'Donnell had a bounce free kick. The umpires found one. Going to Footscray.
I think he may have paid that mark, Pete, to Ben Sexton, the man in front.
Better eyes than I have. Sexton, Mercury, whom we were just speaking about, Masiti, Thompson, Simons at right half back. Plenty of room to move out there. Draws the man. Over to Grenvold. Atkins gets it kicked over his head. Marking contest. None taken. Evan. Hurried hand pass under plenty of pressure. Now McPherson. Experience from him. Getting it down towards left half forward. Kick it up. Couldn't take the mark. Opportunity for Grant. But he's right in the pocket. Oh, lovely. You get around Harvey. Finally onto the left foot. Into the goal square. Good mark, Ridley. Over the top of Sexton. Look for Masiti again. Running for him is Thompson. dual best and fairest winner at Essendon.
Oh,
He's
what's
caught
he
him
doing?
too slow. Delray caught him.
He knew he was there, Delray, didn't he, Robbo?
I don't think he was too slow. I think when you put yourself in two minds, by gee, you can look terrible. And that's what Mark Thompson, what happened to him.
He was looking for the option, but he knew Danny Delray was chasing him down.
Excellently done from Danny Delray. Chris Grant going for the big specky again. Kick it. Comes away with the football.
And the kick by Kickett is not all that good. Delray and Mercedes. Delray's got the footy underneath. And given the benefit of the doubt by the umpire will bounce. So some decisions not really receiving too many plaudits from the crowd. Both out there in the out are the Essendon fans, and on this side of the ground, the Footscray fans.
Those handballs, 25-8 this term, Essendon well on top.
Well, I think that's important that they keep moving the footy around if they're to score at that right-hand end of the ground. Kickett's gone back into defence and has had a couple of telling possessions. Grenvold on the bottom there of the pack.
The other player, Footscray, really needs to fire is Leon Cameron. Only 4 kicks and 3 hand passes.
And Essendon just squaring that ledger with possessions slowly but surely in the second term. Thompson caught with the footy. Gets the hand pass away. Scotty Wine away to young West. West goes long. What a beautiful kick by West.
Third goal.
Well, that's the way to do it. And I'll bang it up in the air and let the wind do the rest.
Yes, that kick travelling about 60, 63 metres there from Scott West. Just outside the 50-metre line, as you will see. Good play by Scotty Wine. Elusive play, and there's a kick probably from about 60 metres out and cleared the goal line quite easily.
Spawn about to come back on. Scott West kicking his third goal and the longest goal of the day here at the Western Oval. A great kick to put Footscray back in front. Salmon and Wine go at it. Mercury out to Buick. Quill right on his hammer. He came on to replace Wallace, who's still sitting on the bench. Buick looking for the free kick.
Well, it's about time he gave Buick the free kick. He was grabbed 4 times when he didn't have the ball.
You've said it all, Robbo.
Oh, dear me.
O'Donnell marking in front of Kellett. Mercedes from left centre wing. Low trajectory kick down to the 50-metre line. Oh, gee, was that Hunter who copped that? It was.
It's a good mark anyway, under a fair bit of pressure.
Tough man.
Cameron. He would have got the free kick anyway. Grant in front of Harvey. They're having a great duel, that pair. This is Collinyuk. Kicks it over his head. Still gets some distance with it with the breeze. Grenvold underneath it. Liberatore through the pack. Good hand pass on to West. He's pretty dangerous, close to goal as we've seen. Can he kick another one? Will it be his 4th? He's bent it back. Salmon right on the goal line. Gives it across to Gavin Wanganeen, who clears.
And Wanganeen kicks to a vacant area when he probably just could have held it up for a little bit of a fleeting second there. No one to kick it to, so Footscray will get possession through Kellett. Kellett kicks it back in towards centre-half forward. Oh, good mark. Those floating kicks sometimes can be a little bit awkward, but Delray judged that beautifully.
He let out beautifully, didn't he, Robbo? He gave himself every possible chance of taking that mark, Danny Delray.
One part of his game, Bernie, that has improved. He's leading.
He leads with conviction. That's what you like to see from a forward. Planes off for Essendon, and Kieran Spawn's back on.
Well, Delray's kick 2. Got a chance to make the difference, 9 points. And he's done just that. 3 goals to Delray. 3 goals to Scott West. Footscray by 9 points.
You see, he's a very good player, actually, Danny Delray. He's done the job for Footscray at full forward. Leading goal kicker last year with 70 goals. And he's got a great upper body strength. Kicks the ball very accurately, although his kicking's been a little bit off this year. In fact, he'd kicked 10 goals 10 before the start of today's game.
Delray gets his 3rd. Footscray's 8th. 50 plays 41 at the Western Oval in the latter stages of the second quarter. Delray Liberatore to Atkins. One-on-one duel, Harvey and Grant. And Grant might have conceded a free kick here to Mercury. He has. Gets it to Harvey, who called for it. And he's put his side under plenty of pressure. Now a chance for Grant. Thompson tries to go off the ground. Sexton, will he give the hand pass? Thought about giving it to Liberatore. Turns round. Lovely right footer. Close. Looks good. Wait on the goal umpire. It's there. 2 quick goals to Footscray, and the pendulum swings again. Sexton kicking his first, and Footscray's 9th. 9-2 to 6-5.
Well, the mistake, of course, coming from Mercury there, trying to get that hand pass away. Chris Grant realising just about what was going to happen. Grabbed him by the Guernsey, put the pressure right on Mercury, also the pressure on Harvey. Chris Grant followed up beautifully there. Sexton didn't give the hand pass because Liberatore would have been covered and decided to hook the goal himself. Terrific pressure play by the Bulldogs.
Salmon in the picture to do the ruck work. All of a sudden, Footscray by 15 points. 8.5 minutes left in the second quarter. O'Donnell. Now Atkins towards centre-half forward. Kick it at the back. Hand pass smothered. Desperate stuff at centre-half forward for Footscray. And the umpire very, very quick to get into that.
Again, that hand pass smothered by Chris Grant. He's not having a huge impact on the game as far as stats goes, but that little stuff that the forwards do, Robbo, with just a little nudge and a little push here and there.
Yep. Very important. They all add up, don't they, at the end of the day?
Very important. Delaney off and Alessio on for the Bombers.
Simons gets past and kicks it pretty high in towards half forward. Punched away by Reynolds. Ball comes back towards Hills, but his hand pass intercepted by Cameron. Cameron runs through the centre. Atkins ran onto that favoured right foot and he thumps a long kick into the forward pocket. It's touched by Wanganeen. And I would have thought Wanganeen touched that before it went over on the full.
Well, the goal umpire giving the sign to the boundary umpire, who was about 50, 60 metres away. Anyway, the goal umpire was right on the spot.
Well, the free kick to Essendon, kicked out by Wanganeen. Gee whiz, that was a high leap, wasn't it? Simons. Kellett nearly got Nasidi. That boundary throw will take place. And Tui's in a bit of trouble on the boundary line, Ross Glendinning.
Yes, Robbo, he's just come off and he's been replaced by Mansfield. A bit of a cork in his left hip. I dare say if he doesn't stiffen up too much, he may be able to come back on.
West tries to go through. Tackled us by Harvey. Gee, it's pretty rough and willing in there. Hills, Masiti over the top of the pack. Simons gives away a quick hand pass. Away goes Mercury from right centre wing. There's no one down there. Reynolds is the only player there. You can build a block of flats inside the 50-metre line. Not a soul. Mansfield. And we're back towards the grandstand side. Bad kick. Kicked it straight to Hurd. Centering kick over the head of Alessio, but he's got backup support from Mercury. Quill. And the ball just won't sit properly for him. On the boundary line. Finally gets a disposal and kicks it back to McPherson, who can't take the mark. O'Donnell on to Buick. And Cransburg marks within kicking distance, about 30 metres from goal, but on an angle.
Essendon really haven't woken to the fact that if you get the ball into the pockets here against the breeze, it's very difficult to score. I think Hurd, even he, just a few seconds ago, kicking to the left forward pocket region, looking for Alessio, may have been an error.
Cransburg for his second, need to aim left. I don't think he's done it enough. And one behind. So Peter Cransburg has 1 goal, 1 against his tally so far today, with 5.5 minutes left in the half. 9-2 to 6-6 is the score. Keenan Reynolds to kick in. Played 17 games last year, today against his old side, after being drafted in 1990, position number 2 in the March draft. The Brownlow medalist in front couldn't take the mark. That's Wine. Thompson, quick kick. Free kick on the shoulder, says the umpire.
Against Keenan Reynolds.
Well, I suppose it's a bit difficult, isn't it, to try and spoil a fellow when you're giving away, what, about 10 or 12 centimetres in height?
Yes, and the ball holding up there. He may have been holding just slightly with that left hand. Only very briefly, though, so the umpire, I suppose he was right on the spot, but I don't know, Robbo, some of those, I think, could be let go.
Salmon from 35 metres directly in front. Breeze is the only factor here. Goal umpire does not move.
Good kick.
Salmon's first, and Essendon come back again. 7-6 to 9-2 at the Western Oval.
Let's just have a look at that free kick again. Maybe a holding decision, but really there wasn't a lot in it. Not a lot in it at all. He did, well, very briefly. I don't know whether it affected the outcome of the marking contest
well, again,
or not.
if there's consistency and it happens all day, there's no drama, is there?
Fair enough.
Four and a half minutes left in the first half here at Footscray, and the Bulldogs hold an 8-point advantage. But the game's still very, very much in the balance. Kickett and Hawkins. Grenvold, Hawkins still got the footy. Well done, Doug Hawkins. Kickett, a little kick. Masidi, Bombers on the run, up towards half forward. No mark taken. Hurd, hand pass into the path of Kransberg. Into an open goal. And he's missed. Bad miss by Peter Kransberg. He's kicked one goal too. Kicked a very, very good goal earlier in this second term. But his last two shots at goal have resulted in behinds. Kick in by Reynolds. Looking for Hunter. Buick got rid of him, but got rid of him unfairly, according to the umpire. And Mark Hunter will take the free kick at left half back for Footscray. Darren Buick in the picture there. Yet to kick a goal. Mark Hunter runs away from half back and thumps it past the centre of the ground. Alessio at the back, Grenvold goes after it, can't control the football. Stanfield gets a kick out of it. Hawkins lovely. The tap was important. Grant equally as good off the left foot. Del Rey marks. The combination there, or understanding it is, isn't it, between the players was fantastic.
Well, first of all, the tap from Dougie Hawkins. Chris Grant presenting himself with the run, and just shows how important it is to be able to kick on both sides of the body, because he passed that ball brilliantly to Danny Del Rey.
Well, Del Rey has kicked three, so a chance to kick his fourth. 3 minutes left in the second quarter. 7 points could become 13. It does. Footscray lead by 13 points. 10-2 to 7-7.
They started slowly, the Bulldogs, in this second term, but they've now added 5 goals for the quarter to Essendon's 3. Danny Del Rey kicking 3 in this term, 4 for the match. Scotty West 3 for the Bulldogs also. Chris Grant and Ben Sexton 1, and Steve Collingwood 1.
Del Rey not starting the year in the firsts last year, which surprised many people. Still finished up with 70 goals. Rounded out the year in great form, kicking 13 in the finals. Wind, son of problem at the centre bounces. 3 minutes left in the first half. Wind and Alessio. Kickers by Hills, only a short one. Masiti's been watching Dougie Hawkins. This is Quill. Grenvold and Stanfield. Grenvold on the edge of the square. Thought about a hand pass, then sees Derek Kickett. Liberatore stands the mark. But his number taken in the first quarter. Derek Kickett, a little chip shot.
Well done, Spawn.
Kieran Spawn. Spawn at left centre wing, underneath the visiting coach's box. Wind misjudged it. Buick doesn't. Turns around, fires from a standing start up towards full forward. Well, Reynolds should have marked that. Salmon, a good block, perhaps put him off. Hunter from the back pocket. Good clearing dash, long kick. Gets the ball back up towards midfield. A little bit of a nudge out there. That'll be a free kick to Footscray to be taken by West, who's been most impressive today. On a count. He'll have to be quick. Simon to leg tackle. Up towards left half forward. 2-on-2. Free kick going Essendon's way for a push.
Del Rey just getting rid of Wanganeen, maybe a fraction too early.
Wanganeen playing at full back. Strange positioning, as we mentioned, from Kevin Sheedy. O'Donnell marking in front of West. Always gives his all, Gary O'Donnell. Second of the best and fairest a couple of years. Third on 2 other occasions for Essendon. Out of bounds on centre wing.
Alessio limping also too, Peter. So a couple of players with sore spots. A couple of Footscray players. Tui off the ground, sitting on the bench in this second quarter. And Alessio hobbling.
Atkins from Wind, and now the Brownlow medalist fumbles. Oh, West, as I said, he's been most impressive. Gets it back to Kellett.
Kellett's kick goes long in towards full forward. Del Rey! Oh, he got his hands on it. Gee, Benny.
It's out on the full.
And the kick by Ridley is very ordinary. Out on the full. Free kick to be taken for Footscray by Collingwood. Hawkins just at the right. Collingwood goes short. maybe a little too short. Grant interfered with by Harvey, and Grant will take the free kick. Harvey not happy.
It really wasn't a good option, though, from Steve Collingwood. Chris Grant surrounded there by both Thompson and Mark Harvey. Harvey not happy, having a go at the umpire, but a free kick being awarded against Mark Harvey.
Well, Grant has the chance to kick Footscray's 11th goal. He goes in short. It's broken down. Thompson short to kick it, and Essendon out of trouble momentarily. O'Donnell has made position, and the kick falls short. O'Donnell couldn't control it.
Three very ordinary short passes in a row.
Yes, you quite wonder. I know bombing away doesn't help much, but those short kicks, they've got to be 100% on. Here's a chance for Mercedes. Atkins. In goes Cransberg. Tries to tap it out there for Hills, but Hills has got a chance now. Hand pass Cransberg. He hand passes 5 metres. McPherson is gone, but the umpire now signals that time is up. And at half-time here at Footscray, the Bulldogs accurate kicking 10-2, lead Essendon 7-7 as Harvey goes absolutely berserk at umpire Goldspink. I wonder which person knows the rules better, the umpire or the player there, Pete?
Well, I think the umpire would. A bit like the rules of golf, though, Robbo. Nobody really knows the rules.
Yes, it's interesting, isn't it?
So at half-time, Footscray actually kicking 5-1 in both quarters for a tally of 10-2. Essendon 7-7. The Bulldogs 62 leading Essendon 49 at the main change. We'll be back at the Western Oval after this.
The name of the game is a strength.